Look at this. This is beautiful. First of all, wow. You see this? The sun. Whoops. Beautiful. It's probably better in person, but it's very beautiful. Anyways, today, hopefully, a quick video, but it's very important. Uh, how to keep your feet warm during the winter. For me, it was a struggle for a long time, for years actually. When I started my survival classes, taking survival classes, whenever we had like 2 or 3 days in the forest during the winter, well, the first 4 hours of the first day, I would be more or less fine, but after that, it was just torture, and I couldn't even follow the class because I only thought about my feet. It was ridiculous. I don't know if it's, not everybody struggles with this. I know that for some people it's not even a problem, but for a lot of people it is. And I experimented with different things, different strategies. The first really bad strategy was to wear a bunch of socks. All I had was cotton. I didn't know anything, but I would wear a bunch, and it was horrible. My feet would just turn into a block of ice. So you don't want to do that. You want to avoid cotton. And then someone told me about wool, which is pretty cool. It's part of the solution, but man, it's beautiful. It's part of the solution, but I would wear too many pairs of socks. I would layer them, and then my feet wouldn't be able to. The blood circulation would be bad, so it would get very cold very fast, even if it was wool. So that's another thing you want to avoid. So the first part of your system is the wool socks. You just want to make sure you have enough space for your feet to move around inside of your boots. You don't want them to be too compressed. Uh, my socks are pretty basic. It's just they're not cheap. They're a merino wool, pretty good, but they're not the best. Whatever. It's just regular socks. They work very good for me. The thing is, what's important is if you have to spend a whole day in the cold, or a couple days, or a week, or whatever, you wear your socks and you have another pair of socks inside of very close to your body. So you always have a pair that is dry. That's the secret. It's very important. One or two pairs close to your body, under all of your layers, and the other one in your feet. Uh, so that's the first part of your system, the socks. Very important. Second part, whenever I buy new boots like these hunting boots, which are awesome, but what I do is I change the insoles because what you need is something like this. Give me a second. Something like this. You can find them on Amazon. The brand doesn't matter. It's just wool. This one is a little bit less than a centimeter. I have some that are even bigger than a full centimeter, depending on the space I have in my boots. So that's the first thing I do whenever I have a new pair of socks. Change the insoles for wool. So this is gonna help. Basically, the name of the game is you want to have dry feet, and wool is gonna keep them dry because it breathes, and there's some space for air to keep your feet warm. So it's gonna the wool insole is gonna insulate from the ground and also give some space and air around your feet, keep them dry. Again, I might sound weird, but I have socks close to my body and I have insoles close to my body. It doesn't matter, you do your thing during the day, you don't even think about it. But if you feel like you need to change, well, it's such a game changer. It's very important. Next, well, as far as the type of boots, well, it depends. Right now it's about -10 degrees. I've been outside pretty much the whole day with my lacrosse hunting boots. They're not super warm compared to the other ones I have, but my feet are toasty warm. And understand, for me, it was a nightmare before. But just because I have the very thin, normal merino wool socks and the insoles and the pretty good boots, but the boots are not really the secret here, I'm fine. And even this, these are, as you can see, uh, rubber boots. So they don't breathe at all. Sorry. They don't breathe at all. But still, my feet are super dry, which is, that's it, wool. Um, but before I knew about these boots, I couldn't, I really needed some change. So I did some research and I found the warmest boots ever, the bunny boots, which look like Bugs Bunny shoes. They look ridiculous. They are so heavy. These are some size 14 double wide. It's too much. But even, if you, it's going to be better if you don't have this ridiculous size. But they're still huge and very heavy. They're 100% waterproof, which is cool. So if you go like fishing on a lake or whatever, it's a good option. But it's not necessary. These are rated for -60 or something like that. You know, I really wanted to make sure I was okay. But even then, I spent a couple nights with them. It was good, but when you stop moving for a couple of hours because you're trying to sleep or whatever, I had cold feet in them. Believe it or not, even if they are rated for -60, which is crazy. Uh, so so today, if I if I really need to make sure my feet are going to be warm, are going to be dry, I'm going to be out there for a couple of days and it's going to be cold, -20, -30, I'm going to go with something like this. These are some mucklocks, Stager mucklocks. See here, can you see? I don't think you can see. Nope. Oh. Stager mucklocks. They're, first of all, they're beautiful. They're the coolest boots ever. Um, the lower part is made out of moose hide, which breathes, so your feet are gonna be very dry. This is the secret here. It's very nice. They're super light, super comfortable. It feels like you have nothing or like a pair of slippers. And also, I told you how the wool insoles are a game changer. But inside of these boots, you have this thing right here, which is all wool, very thick wool. And inside of that, I still add a wool insole. So I have almost 2 centimeters at the bottom, which is great. It's awesome. Uh, so yeah, dry, warm feet in the winter. That's pretty much it. Socks Keep some close to your body. Insoles, wool again, close to your body. The boots depends on what you like, what you. Oh man, it's beautiful again. I'm sorry. It's just awesome. It's very beautiful. Yeah, I would go check Steger Mucklucks. They are super high quality, very long lasting. But it's not really a video on them. But these are my favorite. Anyways, I hope this. I'm pretty sure this is gonna solve your problem because it was such a big problem for me. So that's it. Enjoy for one last time this awesome view.